We're live.
Yeah,
I'm going to cut the four legs off first, and then the tail, and then I'm going to start skinning it. You can just twist these off right at the joint.
that's so amazing that a lot of people, that an animal that's so strong, does so much, their joints are so weak.
Especially the
really.
front, yeah.
Yep. That's a good thing for people to notice they're trapping, is to realize that you need to get good deep catches. Otherwise, you will have wrench awkward if you're going to try to drown them. Make sure they've got somewhere to go where they can't twist off.
Right. And can I cut the tail off?
Misconceptions.
Tail's off, now we can start skinning it. Pretty much going from the head all the way down to the bottom. The tail was. When you get down this way, be careful with the casters and oil sac not to hit that and puncture it. Go right around the vent. Now we can start.
You know, this is a good medium-sized beaver. Now, the smaller ones, you got to be real careful because they don't have any sort of real fat or meat or there or anything. You're just basically hide straight to it.
Right. And the back legs, I just pop it through. I probably don't clean them near as clean as some guys do, but cut right through the meat, which that's less meat for Micah, but
You know, I think there's some people that clean, skin, and some people, leave more on. At the end of the day, when you probably weigh out the time amount that it takes each way, it's probably the same.
probably, yep. We're just working this all the way here, then I'll start on the other side. And we're going to start on this one. This thing that Micah has is very handy. The fact that you can just twist this thing around and not have to walk back and forth.
And this cradle I got from A&J Skinners, and they make different platforms and skinners and different trays. And this is a basket, a beaver basket, and it is a pretty neat deal.
Very neat.
Well, you can set it to your height too. Like you and I are a little taller, so most of your tables you're kind of having to slouch a little bit, and it's hard on your back.
Exactly. If you're skinning on a low table, you can hurt your back pretty quickly. This is another back leg, you can pop that through. Back here on the tail area, it's always pretty tough stuff there. You're going to get some meat. There's probably some guys that don't get any meat.
And that becomes preference, really and truly. When you get down to that, it is really a preference thing. How much you leave on there and how much you don't.
And then once you get past the tail there, then it starts peeling off way better. Go this way all the way down the front leg. Don't do what I just did and cut into the stomach, because then you got guts hanging out sometimes.
And they'll just roll out too.
Yeah.
You actually that they will. I just saw once they start coming out, they just seem to accordion right on out.
This up here is called the brush buster, and you want to kind of stay away from. If you get into that brush buster, you're going to get a lot of blood, so you want to be careful here to try to stay off of that. This is pretty much what it's hard, just rough meat is what it is, but when they're going through the swamps and stuff and bumping on sticks, it doesn't hurt as bad. And it kind of protects their front lower end.
Well, you know,
but
beaver,
it's very bloody.
the most important part of a beaver to them is their teeth and their jaw, and
yeah,
that's what they do all their work.
You got to protect it. And that front leg, you can get your finger in there and then you can pop this off. Might have to cut a little more on that, but let's see here.
It's funny how some animals you can pull stuff right off, and then you'll get one beaver that pops right loose, and you get another one that
sticks hard.
Doesn't want to get rid of it.
All right, now we're going to the next leg, front foot. The brush buster's on this side too, so try to stay.
Like you said, it's that big, meaty looking jowl meat, you know, that kind of cheek.
If you cut right into the middle of it, you're gonna just leak blood everywhere. There's another front leg there. I'm going to twist that. Now we'll start working on the head, get the ears and the eyes skinned out. And once you skin beaver long enough, you'll kind of just figure out where that ear is. If you've never skinned it, you're gonna have to feel it with your fingers on where to cut through, but you're just cutting right through the cartilage. I shot that beaver, so he's a little, skull's no good, but won't be saving that one.
You know, when he mentions that, you know, the skulls there's a market for that, like there's a big beaver skull market out there. You know, people like them. They get them bleached out, and they're cool looking.
They are cool looking. So both ears are done now. We got an ear there, and you're cutting right through the cartilage on the inside. Now we're getting down to the eyeballs.
The eyes are where you want to be careful because you'll big eye them.
Yep.
You know, real easy.
Kind of like that.
Sorry.
That one was much better. So that's what not to do, and that's what to do.
You want to keep it close to that socket.
But if you do like that, you take your knife in there and pull it back up that way, and it'll pop right out. That's not going to affect the fur price at all.
No, they cut that off in the end.
But you don't want a 4-inch hole there either. And then the nose, go all the way down to where the bone ends, and then you're going to cut right through the cartilage on the nose. And you got a finished beaver.
Yeah. You are left with.
And I'm sweating.
That.
It's hot down here in Kentucky.
It's 72 degrees today. Thank you, Jordan.